Yes, it's 2FM live at Electric Picnic. It's day 2, and the best way we could possibly think of starting the show tonight was with the Hartnell brothers live in studio. Orbital, welcome.
Thank you very much.
I thought we'd do a bit of nostalgia. We'd have to do a bit of chime. I don't know if I'm going to hear it later on. I don't even want to. I don't want to know because I don't want to ruin the surprise.
No, that's it.
It's the first time I've been at a festival that I'm actually going to get to go and see the gig that I wanted to see because I'm going to be finished. So I have to talk to you first of all about the other night in the Special Olympics and Stephen Hawking and everything. It was just, and to see him with the goggles or with not the goggles, with the torches and everything.
You can call them goggles.
You can call, yeah, exactly.
Eyes, yeah.
How did it all happen? Like,
he was. What I wanted to say is he was actually fantastic. It was great. It was great fun. Which is pretty. Quite hard for him to convey. Obviously, he can't move muscles, so you go there and he's like, like wearing the glasses. And for him to do that. Takes off his normal glasses, he's blind as a bat, he was saying. Do you know what I mean? And so he's like, he's so up for it, and he's so game for a laugh, and he wants to release the track, and he's sort of really.
So
that's him. Yeah, we gave him a CD. He's gone home and listened to the CD, just like your mate would do. I know.
Fantastic.
So he's such a raver.
He's good. He's good for a laugh.
He is. He really is.
Brilliant. And was there a lot of organisation? Was there going into that itself? Like, because I certainly know, like on Twitter, you were tweeting anyway about it, and I was sort of going, what time's it on? What's it going to be? When's it going to happen? We
had to sign a contract, like this heavy sort of thing, didn't we? Somebody
not allowed to say anything.
I liked your discreet texts, though. They were your tweets. They weren't. It was kind of hinting. I was actually.
That's where we are.
I was actually watching it, and I didn't know about it. And then I said, I think I'll keep watching. Something interesting is going to happen here.
Yeah.
So, I know you took a 5-year break in 2004 and then came back in 2009. And how did that sort of, like, were you planning on taking a permanent break and then it just sort of...
Yeah, well, when we stopped, we wanted to stop. That was the end of it. And when we started again, we wanted to start again. It just happened, what can I say? It's one of those things. It just kind of built up, It's like you sort of have to, sometimes you have to stop something to get the perspective on it and see what it is that you're missing. You know what I mean? You have to step aside of it and then you see what it is that you had, and it kind of just built up over time. I went to see the Chemical Brothers during that time and just thought, I
want to get back on stage.
Yeah,
we have to.
But it's, what it was? It was noticing, like, when you've got a legacy of like 15 years of music, that's a lot to throw away because it's kind of, you've got, I won't call them hits necessarily. You've got favourites,
Sorry, they are hits.
We'll call them hits, But you can sort of just, you've got all this stuff to play, and it's kind of. I just started thinking, I can feel maybe this could come back at some point. And then a few years later, when a friend of ours asked us to sort of headline the Big Chill, it was like, oh, come on, let's go for it.
Yeah.
Let's give it a try and see what happens and see if people want to, see if it's good. We want to do it.
Did you think for a second they wouldn't?
I don't know. Well, you don't know, do you? Always self-doubting, But,
that's what keeps you humble.
Exactly.
Yeah. There's such a brilliant response and the love that came from the people. It just encouraged us, and another gig led to another gig. There was no great plan when we did the reunion gig to and then we'd do an album. It's just a natural progression, and then at the end of the sort of year, 2 years. Like, right, I've really got to stop now because we can't carry on rocking all around the world with just these tracks. It'd be nice to move forward with this. And so everything was such a laugh, and all the vibe that we got, it just encouraged us. And
a lot of people say it's better second time round.
Well, Wonky was born from that, and here we are, which has been brilliant.
And getting on to Wonky then, I mean, it's certainly, there's a lot of classical Orbital tracks on it that really sort of, particularly Stringy Acid, I think, which it does have that very kind of old sort of sound about it, which is lovely. Yeah. And then you've got like other tracks where you've got a bit of dubstep and everything as well. And then my favourite though is Wonky for the video.
Classic.
Matt Horn getting attacked by cats and getting run down. Yeah. Where did that come from?
Well, it came from him.
He came up with that idea.
Yeah. After a late night, I would imagine.
Well, he's an Orbital fan, so he had the. He obviously knew where we come from, and if you look at all our videos, they're always slightly odd.
I think that was that tops all of them.
Absolutely. Yeah. So he said, well, I guess that was what he did. He was raising the game, and thinking, okay, what can we do that's orbitally and odd?
It was absolutely fantastic because I posted it up when I saw it, and I just couldn't. I watched it on repeat. I was like, because I know I've missed something.
He loved it. Actually, if you haven't got your cat,
no, I'm saving my cat T-shirt.
Oh, you're going to be wearing that later, are you?
I've got the T-shirt.
Where he pulls it out, and he's hunted it down on eBay.
I found one on eBay, only £8.
Oh my god!
Put in cute cats T-shirt on eBay, and there there it is.
Fantastic. So we know we're definitely getting wonky then later.
Yeah. Maybe.
Or maybe
I
not.
might be just wearing the T-shirt, you know.
Is there going to be a lot of the classics? Can you tell us anything really?
About half and half.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bit of chime maybe?
It'd be rude not to.
Also, is it true that was recorded on your dad's tape deck?
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
just threw the 4 tracks straight into my dad's tape deck, which is run slightly fast, so it's actually 2 BPM slower than it should have been.
Okay.
We make up for that tonight by making it 5 BPM faster, and I've just blown it and told you we're playing. Damn, you got it out.
Luckily, most of the people that are going to get to see it are actually in their tents or they're out there.
So we can say anything.
You can say whatever you want. You can give us the whole set.
Yeah.
And when you are playing live, what's your favourite tracks to play live? What do you get the most sort of where you get that sort of goosebumps feeling?
Well, the thing is, the way we play live, we're sort of improvising with the structure of the song and everything, you know. So it's the audience play a large part in how we play it. Do you know what I mean? And all the machines are manipulated. There's no set pattern, you know. Obviously,
and it is 100% live, isn't it? Because a lot of people always question that, and they're like, and there's very little sometimes you can do to persuade them otherwise.
Well, I mean, it's not. We're not playing keyboards. I'm not a very good keyboard player. I compose music. I write music.
Yeah.
So when I sort of perform on stage, for me, it's about the sort of looseness of having all the parts ready, having all the synths there so that you can kind of manipulate them and change the sounds and just build the structure as you go. It's more like sort of conducting and a sort of robot orchestra. That's kind of how I feel.
We'll have to get you a suit now for the next one. You can stand out front.
Baton. Yeah. If I wasn't using my fingers so much at the time, maybe I would, you know. Maybe I could strap one to my torch glasses.
Very nice, very nice. And I mean, is there anyone in the future that you'd really like to work with and do some stuff with? Obviously, possibly Stephen Hawking now is
Robert Smith again. I worked with him before on my solo album, and we're always trying to nail him down.
Yeah,
I love to go. I'm so happy to be here, and then you see the Cure
for 3 hours.
Hello, yeah, is that true? I thought that was a printing mistake.
No, it is not a printing mistake. It is 3 hours.
How's that for wall-to-wall hits? Do you know what I mean?
Well, I mentioned it last night to someone, and they said, "Yeah, well, they're playing every track." And I said, "Yeah, no, I know, but I mean, what if you need to go to the toilet in the 3 hours?" So maybe there might be a little break off in the middle.
Maybe
somewhere.
You might do the forest.
Possibly. Very nice.
Yeah.
Lovely. So what's next anyway for you guys? Where are you off to?
Well, Berlin, actually.
Festival, then Festival.
Then
we're going to go and conquer America.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Have you done any stuff over there before?
We used to do loads in America.
We
haven't really been back for a while. So we sort of went back a few years ago and did Coachella. But
that's meant to be an amazing festival.
Yeah, that was good. Not as good as this one.
Of course. I mean, it's Ireland. Like, what do you expect?
But it's good enough. You know, they're getting the idea.
Fantastic. I'm so excited. I really am. It's lovely to talk to you, and it's going to be more amazing to actually see you later on.
Thank you very much.
I'll be the lunatic at the front somewhere.
Excellent.
Yeah, I haven't got my glasses, but I'm going to work on it. But I'll try and find something cat-esque before later.
Okay. Pair of ears,
lads,
maybe.
It's been great. We're going to play Stringy Acid. It's my favourite track off the album, I have to say. And we'll repost the cat video online just for anyone who missed it, I think.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
It's well worth it.
Thanks a million, lads. Pleasure.
Cheers.